So Krishna, the original infinity. Every sense of our infinity concept is just a reflection of the original infinity, Lord Krishna. He says so in Bhagavad Gita 7.7, Mataha parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya, mai sarvam idam protam sutre maniganaiva. O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. I have been talking about it. The planetary systems, the way they are floating. The millions of universes, the way they are floating in this gigantic, material space. These are all possible because of the potency of the original spiritual absolute truth. Any faithful person who approaches Bhagavad Gita accepts Lord Krishna as the absolute truth. He is the greatest. How great is Lord Krishna? In Bhagavad Gita 10.2, Krishna himself says, Name vidoho sura ganaha prabhavam namaharsaya aham adirhi devanam maharsinam cha sarvasa. Translation. Neither the host of demigods nor the great sages know my origin or opulences, for in every respect I am the source of demigods and sages. So Krishna unequivocally states that no demigods. There are 33 crore demigods. Principal demigods are 33. Out of 33 principal demigods, there are 12 Adityas, 11 Rudras, 8 Vasus, 2 Ashwini Kumaras. So like that, if you count them, 33, and each demigod is assisted by 1 crore demigods, and none of them, they know Krishna. So what to speak of we, ordinary mortals? Thus Krishna is saying that nobody can understand him, because if you can understand God, it implies that you become superior to God by simple logic. That is why he, Lord Krishna, is saying that neither the host of demigods nor the great sages, the rishis, know Krishna's origin or Krishna's opulence, for in every respect, Krishna is the source of all of them, both demigods and sages. So Krishna concept of infinity is the ultimate concept of infinity. There is no bigger concept than that. He is the absolute truth. And he further confirms that in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita in 8th verse. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mataha sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanyita. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So this is the definition of infinity. Here Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo. He is the ultimate source of everything that exists. You can see Krishna as Mahavishnu lying in the Karanodaka ocean, and from every pore of his body comes out one seed of the universe, and it grows to become gigantic in size. Krishna says that he is the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from him. Lord Krishna not only conceptualizes each of these universes, but also he alone supplies all ingredients upadana to give shape and structure to these universes. That means Krishna is wholly and solely the source of everything that exists. Just to explain today, suppose an architect is there. Architect can conceptualize a beautiful mansion, a beautiful bungalow, a beautiful, skyscraper. But architect doesn't own the ingredient that are necessary to build this. Somebody has to provide this ingredient to make or to give the form to his wonderful conception. Right? So similarly, this creation has two causes. One cause is the conceptual, how it must be designed, right? How it must operate. And second is the ingredient that will make up this universe. And Krishna is the sum total of all these causes. So whether it is first cause, secondary cause, or efficient cause, Krishna is Sarva Karana Karanam. In fact, Brahmaji is saying, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadiradir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. In battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjuna requested Krishna to show his Virata form, universal form, because he declared that he pervades the entire universe. He wanted to see his form, how he pervades the entire universe. And this particular description is there, 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. I will only quote 2 verses, the way Arjuna saw Krishna in that universal form. In 11.12, it is said, if hundreds of thousands of suns were to rise at once into the sky, their radiance might resemble the effulgence of Supreme Person in that universal form. So Krishna, when he manifested his universal form, the effulgence that are radiating from his body far supersedes thousands of suns if they are together. Just imagine. Arjuna prays to Krishna in that universal form. O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouths and eyes expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle and no beginning. So Krishna has no beginning, no end, no middle. It is very clear that infinity has no end and no beginning. Infinity must be beyond mathematical constructs like openness or closed, bounded or unbounded. For example, a house is a finite object and hence we can define the inside and outside of the house. But for infinite, there cannot be any inside or outside, as we can see. So, the room where I am is a finite room, right? So, you can think about rooftop. But when we talk about infinity, what is inside and what is outside? Because infinity has no boundary. And I will explain this through a lila. Krishna performed many, many lilas to demonstrate the idea that he is infinite. I will tell you one. Mother Yashoda once confronted Krishna to open his mouth. You know why? Because friends of Krishna complained to Mother Yashoda that Krishna is eating mud. Mother Yashoda has beautiful things for Krishna to eat, like beautiful makhan, the butter. Why Krishna is eating mud? And his friends were concerned because Krishna may become sick. So Mother Yashoda went, approached Krishna, tell why you are eating mud. Krishna says, no, I am not eating mud. So then open your mouth. And as soon as Krishna opened his mouth, instead of seeing the mud, Mother Yashoda saw the gigantic universe within the tiny mouth of Krishna, with suns, moons, planetary systems, everything. And not only that, she saw herself within that mouth, looking into the mouth of Krishna. So where is Krishna? Krishna is inside or outside? Please contemplate. So it may appear to be Krishna to be an ordinary baby. He is not ordinary baby. He is a transcendental person. In that persona, infinite universes already residing. So when Arjuna asked Krishna that how can he remember Krishna being within this physical world which entangle us through the sense objects, Krishna recorded or Krishna enumerated many of his opulences or vibhuti. Like all our abilities are coming from him. When we see the rays of a sun or moon, we must think that is coming from Krishna, right? He is the Airavata among the elephants. He is the Ucheshrava among the horses. Like that, he went on narrating his opulences. And after narrating, he said, after describing to Arjuna how all wondrous phenomena are made possible by his divine energy and opulence, Lord Krishna declares in Bhagavad Gita 10.42, Athava bahuni eitena kim gyatena tavarjuna Vishtabhyaham idam Krishnam ekam sena sthito jagat. But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. So, my dear friend, Krishna concept of infinity is something that must be contemplated. It is not that we can ever understand Krishna, but that contemplation purifies us and makes us to surrender to Him, by which He agrees to become our friend. He is so infinite, we are so insignificant, but still He agrees to become Arjuna's chariot driver. He agrees to become messenger on behalf of Pandavas. He becomes their night watchman. And when a devotee thinks like that, the only thing that happens to him is tears rolls down his cheeks as he offers his heartfelt prayer to Krishna. Oh Krishna, you are my master. You are my master. This is very important. This is very important. When Krishna says that He is the absolute truth and there is not a bigger infinity than Him, He is the ultimate form of infinity, we must accept. And this is what the mistake that we do. We consider Krishna to be an ordinary human being. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Avajananti mamudha manusim tanumasritam param bhava ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. Fools deride me. By our tiny intelligence, we try to understand Krishna and we deride. What? Manusim tanumasritam. He is just an ordinary human being. He is not an ordinary human being. He is the absolute truth. And when Arjuna heard about this, then he started saying, Arjuna vacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham saswatam divyam adi devam ajam vibhum ahustvam rusaya sarve devarshir naradas tatha asito devala vyasaha swayam chaiva bravisi me. Arjuna said, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn and the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala and Vyasa confirm this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. So Arjuna is saying Krishna is the absolute truth, or Krishna concept of the infinity is the ultimate concept of infinity. Now contemplate about Arjuna. Who is Arjuna? Arjuna is not an ordinary person like you and me. If Arjuna were to inhabit in this world now, he would rule the entire world without any problem. Arjuna was the most powerful archer of his time. He could equally fight with Lord Shiva in equal term. He could fight with Lord Indra and defeat him. He was the greatest of dancers. He was the greatest of singers. He was literally expert in many fields, not only in archery. He could wield the Brahmastra, nuclear weapon. That was Arjuna. And when he is saying Krishna concept of infinity is the ultimate concept of infinity, we must accept.